Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Boston Red Sox.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, we give you a look at A.J. Hinch's Astros lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on.
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
David Price will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Matty, Dustin Pedroia, for me, one of the best second basemen in all of baseball. Real grinder. Won multiple Gold Glove awards. One of the best hitting second basemen as well. He's a perennial all-star. Just one of the best all-around players in the game.
Jose Altuve will head for the box now as we're just about set to get underway in Game 1 of this AL Division Series. And Steve, after that wild card win, what's the mindset here going forward?
Well, once you come out of a stressful game like that, I think you got to build on that success and say, we've got to keep this thing going. You can't just be happy to be here, or else, you know, I think you get buried.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
George Springer stands in as he looks at a called strike.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anyway.
A look to first by Price. And late reactions, and they got him.
So much for their first hit of the ball game. It didn't even seem to be that terrific of a move. They just caught him off guard there.
Price gets his sign. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And there's a definite New England chill to the October air. 49 degrees at first pitch. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Let's analyze this swing on Swing Track. This pitch is away, but you'll see him swing inside the ball and try to pull it. You got to take that the other way.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1.
This has been just the kind of start you hope for in a game one.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for Houston. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
With a moment now, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, George Springer has so many athletic talents. He's basically a 5-tool player. Defensively, he does so many things well, and it's allowed him to really impact this ball club.
Mookie Betts comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Lays off 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Xander Bogaerts gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
He's good. And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
David Ortiz will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful. Well, you get the 2-out hit. Now he's in scoring position after the wild pitch. It just goes to show you how quickly things can get away from you if you're not careful.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is an ideal start here so far in game 1. You get the scoreless top half. And now, right away, you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park with no score. Colby Rasmus makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, and Rasmus becomes out number 1.
Well, just a two-seam fastball. You'll see the movement here. It works back toward the inside corner, and he picks up strikeout number 3 so far.
Carlos Gomez will stand in, one of the heroes of the wild card game victory that got him into this division series.
Yeah, he had some pressure-filled at-bats in that ball game. He delivered in a big way.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Good change up there as he takes command. 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Evan Gaddis now standing in, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
2 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Price into his motion. Here he comes on 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Hanley Ramirez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Hanley Ramirez.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
Hit on the ground to short. Correa takes it in. And a rather easy first out.
Batting 6.
Stepping in, Pablo Sandoval, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. Springer is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Rusney Castillo gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Luis Valbuena leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Price sets his sights. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away. Settling in now, John Singleton. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Singleton.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Make it 7 in a row. My gracious, he is simply unhittable right now. 2 away.
Well, right now he is just carving them up. Dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey? That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Jason Castro will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
3-0 now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Blake Swihart digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, number 23.
Into the windup and the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning. Pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Bradley with wheels headed for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, and this is just a cut fastball that he's trying to go backdoor with, but he didn't do what he wanted to do with the pitch. It's right out over the heart of the plate, and that's almost like batting practice to a major league hitter. He's not going to miss that one, too.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Around third, here's Bradley in full flight. And not in time as the run scores. Dustin Pedroia steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
That is impressive speed right there when you can still steal a base on a slide step. Wow, that was nice.
Runner goes for third. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. One out and a runner on second base. And a step off, and the runner's breaking for third. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Hit hard towards center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Hit hard towards second. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left.
Leading off for Houston, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
Up next for the
So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see the top 2 speeds there, a 4-mile-an-hour differential for the 2 starters from 94 down to 90. George Springer is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he lays off there 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Up next for the
Digging in, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Price pauses. Here it is on 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that?